guys, my name is Hillary. This is Coach Kate. We are here to talk to you about the 8-week balance program. Kind of break it down for you. If you have any questions after watching this, feel free to send it over. Let's get to it. So, balance program. It's called the balance program because anyone should be able to fit it into their lifestyle. No matter if you're a night shift worker, a student, a mom, single and ready to mingle, whatever it is, you should be able to fit it into your lifestyle. There's no way to fail. The 2 phases are going to be broken up at 4-week increments. The first phase is all about body type, and the second phase is more so weight loss, goal setting, and achieving those things at an attainable rate. First phase being body type, we're going to look at things like dietary sensitivities, chronological processing, and mood tracking. Mood tracking we'll get into more when we talk about your digest and what your daily digest looks like. But basically, those things are kind of the foundation of discovering your body type. And the logic behind body typing is if we know how to fuel you, setting your goals when it comes to nutrition, there's purpose behind it. You don't feel like you're eating like a rabbit and, you don't feel starved and things like that. You should feel like you have a ton of energy. You should be able to move and operate and get through a whole day and still lose weight at the same time and not having to heavily rely on working out. Working out should just be a tool to speed up the process, if anything. It's 80% nutrition. So second phase, also, it's the latter 4 weeks of the program, is weight loss focused. And in that point in time, now that we've discovered your body type, again, now we know how to fuel you. So what we're going to do is we're going to use macro counting as a tool. Reason why we chose macro counting and not calories is because it's way more precise, and macro counting forces you to learn about nutrition. And that's a good thing. There's so much about nutrition that we don't know that we should. So macro counting helps a ton. And it's easily adjustable. So your numbers are going to look different if you're trying to lose weight versus maintain weight and gain weight. And it leaves the black and white out of things. It leaves the gray out of things because it is black and white. And also, in the second phase of the program, again, working out is just always going to be recommended. If you can move, we believe you should. But again, working out is just a tool and to help speed along the process. So once you're macro counting, you can really kind of work out or not work out. It's your choice. And then also the cool thing about the second phase of the program is you're able to incorporate things back into your diet that you've been missing. Just some indulgent examples, ice cream, Snickers bar, Starbucks drinks, things like that. Now, granted, again, those are indulgent options, but I mean this in any scope. This could be a breakfast burrito, anything like that. So I'm going to let Coach Kate kind of tell you about the process and when and how you receive your packet and what you should be doing.
Awesome. Yeah, so you get each week you'll get an email with the ebook attached to it. You'll get it every Friday by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that's going to have all of your meal plans, your grocery list, some helpful tips, self-care items, just everything you're going to need to be successful during the next week. You can also send any questions you have to your coach, and they will be happy to help you through emailing.
Adjustments and planning. That's why we send it to you on Friday. Because we want you to be set up for success that week, and we understand it takes a little bit of time.
And we find that planning is key to success. Like if you're going to be successful in it, having a plan. So that means at the beginning of the week, looking at your workout schedule. When are you going to work out? When are you going grocery shopping? Stella wanted to come talk to you.
She did, in her sweater.
So just planning is key. Looking ahead, having a plan, because if you leave it up to chance, a lot of times you're going to fall off track. And so we want to make sure that you are successful and we give you tools to be successful.
Absolutely. Next thing we wrote down to talk about is workouts. So for the first 4 weeks of the program, phase 1, we do recommend that you work out 4 times a week, but you get to pick the duration. How we track you is through your average heart rate. So again, we'll kind of go into that a little bit more when we talk about digest, but the working out is just a tool to help increase it. And if you can move, we suggest that you move. Second phase of the program, when we get to weight loss, again, it's completely subjective and up to you. If you want to work out, phenomenal. If not, your prerogative. So that's fun. People really like that.
Yeah.
And then as far as support,
Yeah, so we do, for our 8-week program, we do group support. So you will be put into a group me message with other clients that are on the same week as you and going through the program with you. And that's just, you'll have both of us in the group with you, and just like creating that daily accountability. If you have any questions, or if you got stuck, or you need help in any way, you can reach out to this group of people who are all on the journey with you, and while also having us to answer more in-depth questions.
Right, absolutely. And we also have curated like points of conversation and topics, and we like to kind of like stir things up, see how everyone's doing, and it really encourages like a great culture, motivation, and just like being everyone's cheerleader. It's super empowering, and it's kind of, just more loads of accountability that we all could use, because I know at the end of a long work day, I'm like, God, the last thing I want to do is work out, but I know how good it makes me feel afterwards. And sometimes I just need that person to be like, hey, I need you to get up and like go work out because of how you feel. And it just takes that one person saying that to, make all the difference.
And it's good to know that you're not alone. Like sometimes it can feel like, you're, by yourself, but being in this group atmosphere, so that they're there supporting you, and they understand that, we understand the struggles, and we know sometimes, it can be hard making lifestyle changes. And so just knowing that you're not alone and that we're always here to support you.
Exactly. And lastly, talking about tracking, I've mentioned it several times. So how we do that, we do it through what we call the Daily Digest. It is completely digital through Google Sheets. For the first 4 weeks, we do have you weighing in every single morning. We kind of set you up, telling you how to weigh in, things like that. We are tracking your water. We give you the formula in which how many ounces we want you to drink water. Mm-hmm. And then also we're tracking your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. Each of the recipes that you get every single week in those categories all have abbreviations. So that's how we know what you're eating. And on the back end, we know nutritionally the value in which what you're eating. So that's the science behind finding your body type, if you will. And the most important thing on there, if you ask me, is the mood tracker. Ultimately, I'd love to give the example of, on your mood tracker, you have 3 different colors. Blue being like you're weak, you're fatigued, you're hangry, you're not doing good. Understandable. Yellow is you're pretty content. You're able to wake up in the morning, get through your day, go to sleep at night, not have a ton of kind of like roller coaster of emotions. And then lastly, pink is you're energized, you're thriving. We always, we love pink. We want to see you in pink. But the example I like to use is at the end of a week, we will look at your week as a whole, compare your overall weight loss to your overall mood. And I tell people all the time, no matter, let's say you lost 6 pounds in a week, which is pretty average for week 1, depending on your commitment, your workouts, things like that. But, coming into a program, the first week's always going to be the highest. So to anticipate, let's say you lost 6 pounds week 1, but we look at your mood tracker and your mood's mostly blue. So saying that you're weak, you're fatigued, and you're irritable for most of the week, that is how we know we did not fuel your body. Therefore, that's not your body type. Because again, on the back end, we've curated your meal plans and this body typing very specifically, so we know we're feeding you for a certain body type. And if your body didn't like it, that's what we're taking into account and realizing, okay, they're not of this body type, because although they lost weight, which is great, they didn't enjoy it. The body didn't enjoy it. You probably didn't enjoy it either. So that's a little bit of the logic behind it all. And also on the digest is where we're tracking your average heart rate. So in those first 4 weeks, let's say you do dedicate to working out 4 times a week. And let's say you work out for 20 minutes. We will advise you to have an average heart rate. I'd rather you work out for 20 minutes with an average heart rate of 140 plus than work out for 60 minutes with less than 110 average heart rate. All about being efficient and consistent at the end of the day. Anything else to add?
No, and I guess just like, I'm restating the fact that like this is a program that you should be able to, do forever, and like there's no way to fail as long as you just keep moving forward and just keep taking little steps in the right direction, because success comes from the daily small steps that you take towards living your best, healthiest life.
Yes, those small steps add up to big milestones.
Yes.
And keep in mind, if you have any questions, definitely incorporate when our first available start date is, because for quality of the program, we only take on so many clients per week per program. So that's always a good question to ask. But yeah, hopefully you learned a lot, you enjoyed this, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Thanks, guys.